Let's talk about creating business results in a non-logical way. I just came back from a nomad cruise, which is a cruise full of digital nomads. We do events, talks, a place where we can connect with each other, have some parties. Here's why. Bit tired right now after 10 days of doing business, partying, delivering talks, because I was speaking on the cruise. But I want to share with you some lessons, particularly one big lesson that I got from this cruise, which is about getting results in a non-logical way. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with me, my name is Simone Vincenzi. I'm the co-founder of GTeX, and we turn experts into authorities, in particular using the power of webinars. And I was on the cruise, and sometimes I think about the strategy that I want to have. I want to have a strategy to connect with people, a strategy to grow my business, and we work a lot with strategies. And strategies are important in business and in life. They're really important because they give us a step-by-step framework on how we can approach different situations. However, strategies are not always useful depending on the settings in which you're in. And also when you have a great plan, which is important having a plan, but just following blindly that plan doesn't allow you freedom of movement and just be present with what's coming up and the opportunities actually that can be around you, just maybe outside of the strategy, and we don't see them because now we're following things blindly. And so I was on the cruise, and I decided to be open. That was my intention. I want to be open, and we're going to connect with the right people. I'm going to connect with some people that are going to become clients. Some people are going to become friends. Some people are going to become potential partners. This was my intention, and achieved all these three intentions, but in very interesting ways. It wasn't true, for example, the talks that I was doing or the workshops that we were delivering, which was definitely strategies that I was following. Yes, that was a starting point, but the real magic happened during informal conversations. I remember one day I was sitting next to a door and the gentleman came and talked to me and said, "Hey, how you doing?" We started talking. 45 minutes later, we were still there having a conversation. And he became one of the most incredible people I've ever met in my life, and immediately we felt this strong connection. He's a property investor, he has run multiple businesses, he works in the property space in the US. And he was talking to me about his dreams, about his kids, about his family. I was talking to him about my wife and the businesses that we have and the goals that I have. And immediately we connected on a deeper level. And we decided that we are going to do some work together. We don't know what, how, where, but that connection is there. And that wasn't planned. That didn't come from a strategy. It came by being open. And this is a lot of time a big key in business success. If I remember all the most successful experience I had in business, a lot of time they came actually not from a strategy. They came from informal conversations and connections that then led to the development or following a strategy later down the line. So why am I sharing this video with you? Because sometimes if you, for example, are focusing right now in growing your business and you want to go in a linear level, and you say, okay, this is my strategy, this is what I'm going to do, that's fine, but also don't forget to leave space for the unexpected and embrace it. And when you feel that connection or see something that really perks your eye, or you hear, you have a sense, someone that says something and say, I need to do something about it, follow that feeling, follow that intuition. It's there for a reason. And there is another layer when we are now started doing business by following our intuition, which is something I've been working on in the past few years, not just following my logical mind, but also following my heart, following my intuition. There's something magical that happens. Now, what that magic is different for everyone. But it's about learning to listen to that inner voice or those sensational feelings that tell you, go that way. You don't know why, you don't know how, but you know, go that way. And I know that when I have that moment, when the sensation or that feeling, I know something great is going to happen. I don't know what, but every time that happened, it led to something fantastic. For example, when I left Italy, working as a waiter, and then going into coming to London, there was no logical reason. Someone said, hey, I got a job in London, I got this restaurant, do you want to come? I couldn't sleep for 2 days. For 2 nights I couldn't sleep, and everything in me said go to London. Logically, it didn't make sense. I had a very tough situation at home with my family. So leaving them there, that wasn't the right decision, logically. But here, it was the right decision. Starting my coaching business at 23. Was a 23-year-old life coach? Well, we're talking about 11 years ago. No, was that? No, 23, 12 years ago. Right? Life coaches, they were in their 20s, now there are a lot. Not sure if it's good or bad. But 11 years ago, there were many. I was the only person in those rooms with my business partner, and everyone else was at least 20, 30 years older than us. Logically, it didn't make sense. Here, it made absolute sense. So my message to you, I mean, I can say also before I say my message, even my wife, there was nothing logical that said, okay, actually, you two are meant to be together, and then, but inside it's like, no, that's the right person. I need to see where this is developing. So my message to you is, yes, have your strategy. Work on your strategy. Will give you a set of direction. It will give you that the steps to follow and that sense of purpose, but at the same time, leave space for the unexpected and be willing to change strategy or implement the unexpected in your strategy, because the magic often happens when you combine those two and you listen to your intuition. Now, it's time for me to go to sleep because I'm incredibly tired. As you could hear maybe from my voice, from the partying and all the conversations and the talks that I deliver on the cruise. For now, I'm back on land, back in action, back recording videos for you and also podcast. We've got incredible things coming up in the next few weeks, so stay tuned. So if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you next episode. And until then, remember that together we grow exponentially. Ciao.